So right now I'm here live with a legendary MC, a legendary pioneer. We're just here at the PlayStation Vista event and it's been a great time. Wiley is here in the building. I'm with him right now. Myself, Brainlock MC, reporting for the University of Westminster Smoke Radio. How you doing, Wiley?
I'm fine, brother, man. I'm just trying to catch my breath back after that little 20 minutes exercise in there on the mic.
It's great, man. It's great to have you. So, you know, you've been a day one MC, an artist from the jungle days to the garage days to the grime days. What would you say is like the difference with the scene compared to back then amongst the atmosphere and now?
I feel like, obviously, years have passed, a lot has changed, less events are on, and I feel like different genres have started, some have emerged. You know what I mean? Evolution has taken place, basically, and I don't want to be against it. I'll rather go along with it and try and, because I like music so much, I would like to be involved in what I take a liking to, just how it happened with jungle or grime. So like now I like minimal dub tech house a lot.
That's a great answer there. So you're like, you know, you're 5 like label albums deep. Which one would you say, if somebody didn't know you wanted to get to listen to you, can describe you best out of those 5 albums?
Right. The best album to describe me out of them 5, is probably, in my opinion, is probably Playtime's Over. If I be honest with you, I like Evolve or Big Stink, but that's because I like it. For me, it's today. But some people like the harder elements and the harder years of spitting and stuff. So I'll probably Playtime's Over out of that batch.
Okay, that was a big answer there. So Wiley, if you had to go to space right now and you had to evacuate, leave the Earth immediately, so I would want to know, like, what would be your last gig you would go and see, concert ticket wise, and your top 3 CDs you would listen to in your car before you left?
I'd go and see Drake. Only because I'm a Drake fan, and at the moment, no other person has taken, like the way I respect him, no one's taken that place in my mind yet. So I'll go and watch a Drake concert, and then the 3 CDs, you say?
That would define your life on Earth before you go to space.
3 CDs that would define my life on Earth before I go to space would be Biggie Smalls' album, Ready to Die. No, Life After Death, sorry, that one. You know what as well? Imogen Heap.
Okay.
And Imogen Heap's last album, and I think another person that can define Boy in the Corner, Dizzy Rascal. Yeah, because obviously even though it's his album and he was that age and blah de blah, obviously when I was his age I went through that everything he said, plus a million more, so I can hear him.
Okay, you know, Lord of the Mics is, you know, a classic series going on. It's been, you know, day one when I was growing up, you know, I was entertained by the Wiley Kano clashes, the Ghetto Nappers, etc. And now we're in a kind of a new wave era. We've had a new Lord of the Mics recently that Jammer put out. I wanted to know, like, what is, out of all the Lord of the Mics clashes, your favourite clash?
I like Desperado. Desperado is a bad man, but guess what he's done? He's from our day. So what's happened is he's from my day, and people obviously know of him, but they ain't acknowledged him properly. So when he's gone on that DVD, he could have battled anyone. Whichever MC he went to battle would have thought there was a don for him. But he showed me that he's from my day. Desperado and Warrico. See, do you know what it is? Warrico keeps pissing me off because he keeps acting like he's not good and he's lost. And if he didn't have that, it's because they're not in London, so you're thinking like, oh no, if anything, I lost, man. Get that out your system, you won, you madman. So Warrico, I want him to know he won, and Diesel's my friend, yeah? But that's why I'm being honest, because if I weren't a friend, I would lie and say, oh yeah, Deez, you won. But I know who won, and so he amazed me. And Cozzy amazed me, because in my head, he weren't gonna win. I thought Socks was gonna win. So them 3 were shockers, and then obviously see me, I just like MC, and I'm busting joke at every single thing, J1, all of them, because they're just making me laugh. And Murky Ace, yeah, but Desperado is my don, bruv. I don't know why, but he And he slipped up a few times as well, but the good thing what Desperado did is he still done it. He done it, man. He might not have, he won it quite early for me. You get what I'm saying? Like, he won it early. He won it like, I'm a lord of the mic, and he
had a lot of passion and hunger in that.
Dude. Yeah. That's
so after your recent single Boom Blast, which is beating out everywhere from when I'm going shopping in River Island, what would you say is going to be the next single? What can we expect from the album now?
Single from the album that the label are actually going to do is Evolve or Be Extinct, because the radio, they obviously go to radio and see what could be accepted, and a few pluggers are like, that's real Wiley, just spitting bars. We can't deny that. Do you know what I'm saying? So obviously, whereas me, I would have never even gone radio with that. But they're looking at it like, well, yes, Wiley, that is you. So you give us a clean version and we'll play it. But obviously, say if I went to them with a bait, like really loud bait pop tune, they might just be like, Wiley, that's not you. And this is something I've had to come to terms with over years, because if I go to someone, they say, Wiley, it's not you. Really, I should accept that, or there might be a day where I'll be like, well, it's not me, but you know what, I need a number one, or I want, and that's when they say, like, at which degree will you go, like, to get yes, and that's something I've been in a battle with for, like,
well, my opinion, in your career, you've had numerous amount of top 20s and top 30, top 40 hits. So, like, do you feel that, obviously you've got a big legacy? Are you happy with that at the moment, or you seem that you're still pushing for more?
I am, but do you know what it is? I think every man just wants more. Like, if they're earning money and it's going good, they want more. If they got a career and it's going good, they want more. And I feel like it's not necessarily that I want more out of the music industry. I don't want no more money. I'm not trying to beg it like that, but I just feel like there's stages. I feel like 20 to 30 is a stage. I feel like 30 to 40 is a stage, and I feel like maybe I need to do what 30 to 40. Like what's meant to happen for me in 30 to 40. Don't give up. Keep going. And it might not be the same thing what happened in 20 to 30. So I'm there at the moment with that.
What is like your biggest lesson in life?
My biggest lesson in life is not to judge anyone. Because, like, growing up, I was judged a lot in school. Before, when you're growing up, then you learn how to cuss. You're getting cussed, then you learn how to cuss back.
I got called Jay-Z, Big Lips when I was a kid.
All them shit there. But obviously, when it first started to happen, I might have been like, I expected it, but I wasn't really know how to take it. Then you cuss back, then you get older, then now you're funny, and then everyone's laughing. So I feel like sometimes people judge people for the same thing that could be wrong with them. So someone might say, "Shut up! Your mum's a crackhead," and then his or her auntie's a crackhead. Or you get what I'm trying to say? I feel like we're full of shit that way.
Like insecurity.
A lot, and I feel like no one should judge anyone. I feel like we should live. Like, an opinion and judging are quite similar. Like, the other day I was on Twitter trying to see that they could be different. They're not. They're the same thing, because if I judge you, it's quite similar to me giving you my opinion of. And that is what I've learned, that really everyone should shut up when it comes to that. Unless you are asked. Like, if you come to me and say, Wiley, I'm an MC, listen to me spit. What do you think of me? And I say, you want me to be honest? And I'll tell you what I think. Like, that should be had if it's meant to be had. But I don't think I or anyone else should go around putting opinions. Like, say if I do it sometimes. And one day Estelle said something. She said it's alright to spend 4 years on one album. The way she meant it was the wrong way I replied to her. So what she meant is, take time to build this groundbreaker. Obviously, we're in the hustle, bro. Who's going to spend 4 years on it? So I'm sitting there. So I tweeted when I really should have just shut up. This is what I mean. Don't throw your opinion around. Don't judge unless I feel like. Even me, anyone.
Okay, continuing the interview with Wiley right now. This is legendary right now. It's going down. Obviously, Wiley and Manga are a Road Deep crew representing for many years. There's been a lot of tracks buzzing around the internet of Wiley and Manga, so I'm hoping there's a new project coming. Wiley, can we speak on that?
Yeah. So basically, me and Manga, we've got a project there. We're trying to keep it cool. And Roll Deep, obviously, they've done that song Picture Perfect. They've made an album. I am part of Roll Deeps. When I speak, I still mean I'm part, but obviously they've done it without me this time. So they've made an album and they've da-da-da-da-da. And what's happened is the album that they've made is like an extension of what last year's music was. Yeah. So already, that's why Picture Perfect was never going to work in anyway. And even if I went back today and said, lads, let's record a Grime tune and release it next week, it still ain't going to do nothing because the jump is too far. So I had to get Manga, basically, and do that stuff. And they have signed the deal and they have to see it through and whatnot. So that is the main reason for why me and Manga have made an album, because obviously I should be on the Roll Deep one and he did take part in it, but maybe that album shouldn't have been made. And it's my fault because I am the one who's taken commercial style to them.
Yeah, you took it there.
I took it there with Avenue, with Shaker. So it's not their fault. They're just chasing what I've shown them. Yeah. So I done that with Manga so they could see. Well, it's not just about that, because otherwise I wouldn't just do that with Manga if I thought that it was a pop thing. Yeah. You know what I mean? And I've done that to show them that it's not a pop thing. Because if it was, I'd be on it. You know what I mean? And or at least one pop, and then get the money and go and do your Grime. What are you doing? You know what I mean? So there, that's the reason why we've done that. But it's finished. 14-track album. It's called Cause and Effect, and we just need to mix it down, basically.
That's great. Just getting into the last couple of questions. What would you like to say to people like out there, you know, who would think Wiley as a godfather and really are trying to get some advice from you, like just the 3 key elements of this whole music industry, and like the 3 ultimate tips for them?
Yeah, I think tip 1 is to have a manager, even if it's someone you bond in, because you know what it is, you can't digest all those thoughts and ideas and things in one brain.
Can I just speak on that before? Because that question is a deep question, and as an MC, I'm having to just put my presenter hat down and quickly just say, look, you know what, I'm an MC. I've been MCing for many years, like in South London, and you know, right now I'm at the stage where I get a lot of radio spins on like Choice, Rinse are supporting me, other stations. So I think that, you know, do you think it's a thing where you continue to build buzz, or you go hunt for a manager yourself, or you continue to build buzz?
You ain't getting. This is why you need a manager, because when you do get a record deal, the label does not want to liaise with you, because you might be musically emotional, and you might mess up shit. So you need a manager. So no matter what you are doing, you could be doing it on your own, yes, because we was doing it on our own, but then there's a time, like what you said, if they're starting to play you in Choice, get a manager, get a lawyer, because that's 2 people who will stop anything happening to you, basically. So that's 2 key factors. And the 3rd one is the label. So in your mind, for anyone coming up, they got to make sure that they got their shit together so much that they can connect with a manager, a lawyer, and a record label. And the rest is all up to you. There's a game you've got to play with them 3 sets of people, and if you can play that game, your name will be Tiny Temper or Dizzy Rascal. If you can't play that game, Kano, Wiley, Sculpture, whoever.
Alright, we're back with Will. We're just wrapping this interview up. It's been legendary for Smoke Radio right now. This will be up on the website all over Uni Westminster. Will, what are like some of your favourite old school MC? Let's take it back in the days of garage and, you know, people like MC Creed and that kind of vibe. What are your 3 favourites, man?
I liked MC Creed, PSG and CKP. But it did vary. But I'm saying like they were my 3 dons. But then I might have walked down the street saying, do you really like it? Left there. So I might have like, who's that, DT? But yeah, them dons, like the basic, them dons before Soul Solid. So yeah, it was Creed, PSG and CKP, definitely. And then obviously after, in fact before Soul Solid, Heartless Crew came after them, but there was my main dons. When I first heard Creed, bro, I was like, damn, man. I was like, oh my god, he's got a robot voice. Then he talks about, and then I said to my uncle, oh my god, and he said, I know him, man, it's me pal, Chrissy Reed. And all that. So Creed is a bad man, bro, trust me. We did it, bro, we did it doing it again, he said.
There's an MC from back in the day that I'm a favourite of, but I haven't heard him in a long time. Forcer. Where is Forcer in the world? E-N-T-E-R. F-O-R. F-O-R-C. F-O-R-C-E. F-O-R-C-E-E.
Now Forcer's a bat. No, but I don't know where, but I know he's a bat. He was an athlete. Last time I remember. No, he was fast though. He won. He won.
Olympic medals and all that.
Dibby athlete. He was a bad man athlete, but probably that's how he thought. He was probably riding past me. I was on my R6. He was on me.
Shouts to Wiley, man. This has been a legendary interview. And Wiley, we'd just like you to give a big shout out to the University of Westminster and just say you're listening to Smoke Radio with the Brainlock MC on his show.
Yeah. Yo, this is Wiley. You're locked into Smoke Radio with the Brainlock MC live on the show. Bruh.